So, okay, number one is, and you all should have written this down, define the difference between constructive feedback and destructive feedback.
So if you,
Go ahead.
Constructive criticism feedback is criticism that you give to the person, but you give it in a way that helps them learn and it helps them correct those errors without feeling bad about themselves. And destructive feedback makes the person feel bad about themselves and makes them not want to come back again.
Perfect. What reaction would you expect if you wrote the following on a peer's paper? This is good. It flows well.
That's very dry. I would expect wait, whose reaction, like the writer?
Yeah, the writer's reaction.
Yeah, they wouldn't get any constructive feedback. They wouldn't know what to do on the next session.
So it's a little vague, right? So sometimes constructive feedback isn't just about being positive, it's also about offering specifics so that they know what to do going forward. So the student has a thesis statement, but it doesn't match the arguments he or she is making in the paper. How do you explain this to the student in a constructive way?
I would first ask what their argument is to make them realize that their thesis and their argument aren't matching.
Okay, so you'd have them say it out loud.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's great. That's a really good strategy. You can actually ask them to explain it. Some people get paper phobia and they have a hard time sort of writing it down. So if you can get that out of them by asking a question and then say, okay, so what you just said here is wonderful, but it doesn't necessarily match what you have written where your thesis statement goes. How can we move forward with that?